Welcome to Mr. Benjamin's Math World. Today we are introducing multiplication of monomials. Let me remind you that a monomial is an algebraic expression that contains one term. Example, the expression negative 4x to the fourth m to the second is a monomial because this is only one term. Why is it only one term? Because there is no positive or negative sign between each one of the members of the monomial. We don't have a plus sign or a minus sign in here. We do not have a plus or a minus sign in here. So this is just a monomial, only one term. Same as this one. 2x to the fifth, m to the fourth p. It's a monomial. It has only one term, because there's no positive or negative sign between the elements of the monomial. So we are multiplying two monomials. In order to multiply the monomials, first we multiply the coefficients, and then we multiply the variables. But in order to multiply the variables, we need to add or subtract the exponents. Let's explain. I'm multiplying negative 4x to the fourth m to the second times, it's a multiplication, this is times multiplication, 2x to the fifth m to the fourth p. First, I'm going to multiply the coefficients. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Why is it negative 8? Because if you remember from our last videos in multiplication, we multiply the signs, so I'm multiplying negative times positive, which is negative. 4 times 2 is 8. So the answer for the coefficient is negative 8. And then we have the variables xm, xmp. Let me bring down the variables that will be elements of the new monomial. The variables are x, m, and p. We just copy all the letters. And now we are going to find the exponents for each one of the variables. How do we do this? Okay. This is a 4x to the fourth, and then I look for the other x, these two. I'm going to work out with these two x's because they are x both, like terms. So this, it says 4 plus 5. Why did I say plus? Because since the 5 has no sign here, it's supposed to be positive. So actually what I'm doing is, let me show you right here. I'm taking the 4 here, and then, which is positive also, even though we do not see the sign, we know it's a positive sign. That's a 4, and this is plus 5 equals 9. Do not confuse yourself. We do multiply the coefficients. Yes, we do. But the exponents, we do not multiply them. We add them or subtract them depending on what the signs say. Positive 4 plus 5 equals 9. So the exponent for the x will be to the 9th, positive. Why positive? Again, the rules of signs in addition and subtraction say when two numbers have the same signs, we just add the numbers, 9, and we copy the same sign. That is why 4 plus 5 is 9. We just say like that, 4 plus 5 is 9. But that is positive 4 plus 5 equals positive 9. And here it is. The exponent for the x to the 9th. Now let's get the exponent for the m. We got m to the second here, and we got m to the fourth here. I just copy the m, and now let me solve the exponents. Again, I have a positive 2, and I have plus, there's no sign here, plus 4 equals 6. So the exponent for the m will be 6. And then What else do I have? The p. I just brought down the p. So the multiplication of negative 4 x to the fourth m to the second times 2 x to the fifth m to the fourth p is equals to negative 8 x to the ninth m to the sixth p. The p also has exponent here, which is the number 1, even though it is not written. And this is the result for our first multiplication. Let's see exercise number 2. We are multiplying monomials negative 5x to the negative fourth, y to the negative 3, a to the fifth times 4mx y to the negative 4. Multiply monomials. First, multiply the coefficients. Multiply the coefficients because they are multiplying. Look, this number is multiplying with this one here. It's a multiplication. Okay? So I say negative 5 times 4. Negative 5 times 4. The rule in multiplication says negative times positive equals to negative. Negative times positive equals to negative. So the result for the coefficient is negative 20. And now let me just bring down the variables, all of them, because I'm going to need them. I'm going to use them all. I'll bring down the x, I'll bring down the y, I'll bring down the a, I'll also bring down the m. I do not have to bring down the x because I already have it here. And I do not have to bring down the y because I already have it here. Now let me solve the exponents. Let's begin with the x. Negative 4, and here I have a 1, positive 1. Again, this is a multiplication of monomials. It's a multiplication because I multiply the coefficients. Here it is. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. But the exponents, you add them or subtract them depending on what the signs say. So here I have negative 4 and I have a positive 1. Negative 4 plus 1, the rule of addition and subtraction said when the signs are different, we subtract the numbers and we copy the sign of the greatest of them, which is a negative. So the exponent for the x will be to the negative 3. Finished with the x. Now let me solve the y. For the y, I have a negative 3 and I have a negative 4. Remember, the exponents, you do not multiply them. You either add them or subtract them depending on the signs. I have a negative 3 right here. And then I also have a negative 4. Applying the rules of signs in addition and subtraction. When two numbers have the same signs in addition and subtraction, we add the numbers, that's a 7, and we copy the same sign, which is a negative. So the exponent for the y is negative 7. What about the a? Is to the fifth. There's no a here, so I'll just copy the same exponent. So it's a to the fifth. I do not have any other a's right here. And what about the m? There's no m here. I just brought down the m. And this is the result for the second multiplication of monomials. In our next class, I'm going to introduce multiplication of monomials with more complex exponents. And if you think this class was useful to you, just feel free to subscribe and activate the bell in order to receive further notifications. And if you also have a specific topic of your interest, just write it down in a comment. See you next time.